Hang on. I'm getting a call.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can take it.
Well, bye, Ralph.
And goodbye, Ralph. It's been a pleasure. Come again.
This is a lot of fun.
Welcome to the Purgatorious Pig Tavern podcast, the craft beer and Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I am your GM, Scott, and we'll go around the table to introduce everyone playing today.
I'm Eric, playing as Rick Rolger and Little Buddy as per usual.
This is Aaron playing Short Stack.
And this is Ralph playing Cinder. It's a wizard.
Welcome, Ralph.
Glad to have you today, Ralph. Rick and Shortstack are sitting at the bar of the Pig mid-afternoon. The bar is unusually busy for this time of day in the middle of the week.
Is it nice out?
It is nice out.
Weird.
After a round of drinks, Rick notices a robed figure posting a job on the board and then making their way over to the bar.
Rick notices it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, let's go. Hey, Short Stack, you want to go sidle up next to this guy and I'll go check out what the board's about?
Yeah.
Or you want to mentally connect with me?
Sure, I'll roll to connect.
Yeah.
You want me to make contact and then we could see if we want to take the job based on his personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 1 second.
Where's Randy and Marlo?
They're just out and about. They're not around today. They're doing their own thing.
Okay.
Roll for number of hours that we connect in this really short scene. 3 hours.
Excellent.
Okay.
So you create a psychic link with Rick for
Yes.
3 hours.
As he goes to the job board, I sidle up next to this strange character at the bar.
I'll read the job board and then
What is little buddy doing? Can he be my backup?
he's ordering beers.
Where?
The bar.
No. Is he with me or just like by himself?
No, I
As a
think-
robot ordering drinks that he can't drink.
I like this. I like the second one. He's just programmed to order drinks in the
Okay.
corner.
I feel like at this point, the bartender needs to know that like you're a regular.
Yeah, we live there.
Yeah. Can't
All
be
right.
that surprised.
Rick goes to the job board. Rick can read, right? Oh yeah, he went to college.
You guys want me to cast whole person on him so he doesn't leave?
We don't know you, so you can do whatever you want. That would be weird, though.
I don't know. Somebody approaches me, man. You're not going anywhere.
I'm reading the job board, I guess to myself, but this is what Short Stack hears in her head. My name is Cinder, and I have been tracking my estranged brother Grim for multiple years and through various cities where he steals from the local folk. I have tracked him to this town where he is putting on one of his magic shows in a place called the Tart Plum. I don't know if we've ever been there,
Sounds
but
tasty.
I am looking for help to bring him in and bring him home. You can find me at the bar if you wish to discuss more.
Okay, so I say, "Hey, Cinder.
Who are you?
My name is Short Stack, and I know your name."
What do you want?
Oh, I hear you're looking for your brother.
How dare you meddle in my personal business?
Says the individual who posted a job asking for help about his brother.
Are you guys willing to help me find my brother? Take him down? This is
No.
not a rescue operation. This
This
is
is-
a kill order here.
You want to kill your brother?
He's robbing people. He's not a good guy.
We can still.
Well, I think you guys should talk it out.
I've hated him forever. He's as good as dead to me.
I mentally connect back to Rick, and I'm like, I don't know about this guy.
And then I mentally connect and say, oh, we should do it. What else we got going on?
No, we have absolutely nothing else going on. Deadbeats, really.
Well, if you guys got nothing else to do, I'm here. I'm at the bar.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
You didn't mentally say it.
Yeah, little buddy's been running up a bar tab. We got to get him out of here.
All right, you want to come back to us?
Yeah.
All right.
Rick joins Short Stack and Cinder at the bar.
At first, I flick little buddy's stop ordering beer switch.
Mythoris puts the last round in front of him and makes her way over to you guys. So where you guys heading out to?
The Tart Plum. You know anything about that place?
I do. It's not located in the best part of town. Why are you going there?
Heard reports that my brother was there.
Is he doing a show or something there?
Yeah, he's a magician. He sometimes fakes these little performances to swindle people.
What are we going to do once we get to see your brother? We're just going to attack him right away?
No, we want to get him secluded. I have a feeling he's going to take hostages.
Hostages? Okay.
Okay.
Mythoris chimes in and says that the Tart Plum isn't an actual theater, but a rundown bar that typically hosts up-and-coming artists. There's usually a cover, and they don't do tabs there.
This is supposed to be Cherry Street Station.
It actually sounds like our current place.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Mythor says it's a few blocks over. It's not maybe 10, 15-minute walk to get there from here.
We should know the town by now.
Yeah, but
We haven't really explored much. There was that graveyard that one time.
I can't wait to find out if Marlo and Randy know about this place.
Okay. I have some questions for you, Cinder.
So,
What is our role and in this whole excursion with your brother, and what will you give us for our support?
My brother is not a good guy. He's attacking people and swindling them. I'm requesting your guys' help to not necessarily capture him. He's wanted dead or alive. I prefer alive, but if he puts up a fight, I think we might have to kill him.
I say so. Back up.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, he's not a good guy.
Are we the bait then? Are you going to try and take us hostage?
No, you guys are my backup.
Oh, okay.
That's what I just said. Back up. Pay attention, Rick.
Sorry, I've been slamming the beers that
That little buddy ordered.
Yeah.
All right. So is this a cash payment or?
What do you think would be a realistic amount of money that you guys would be willing to do this for? I'm thinking 10 gold.
Wow.
How much is that?
I have no idea.
It's like 6 beers.
I mean, if Marlo were here, she'd probably negotiate a little higher. But
Marlo would probably just try and rob you, feeling cheated.
yeah, we'll settle up at the end. How's that? We'll see what our contribution is, and then we'll settle up at the end.
Yeah, for all we know, my brother's already got some cash that he swindled from people.
Oh, there you
that
go.
could be your payout.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Steal from the swindled cash of your brother.
Steal from the poor.
Steal from other people.
Hey, if the money's already embezzled, is it really anybody's money?
There you go. How do you distribute it?
There's no log. There's no ledger.
Handshake.
Handshake agreement. Huzzah.
So the party leaves the pig and heads over to the Tart Plum. They walk up to a ran down building with boarded up windows with siding falling off. There is a large orc standing at the front entrance.
I'm going to reach out to the audience real quick in here and say, if you can believe it, this is based off of a real place that my band plays quite frequently.
All right.
Is there a cover charge?
Are you going up to the orc and asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 gold piece to get in. Ladies free.
Yes. I raise my hands up in the air and I go, wait, what about for animatronics?
Does that thing record?
No.
2 gold for that thing.
2 gold?
All right.
Do you want to leave
Cinder,
him outside?
you're up.
Do you want to
gotta
leave
pay.
him outside? I'll pay for all of us, but
No.
Yeah.
no? We're taking with us? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got to take a little buddy with us.
He's a dance robot, sir.
Is he? Oh, that's going to be
Can
fun.
He can do anything you want him to do.
All right, then I pay the 4 gold for all of us.
The orc opens the door, letting you guys in.
Oh, it's 4 because I'm a
4,
lady.
you're free.
I'm a lady.
4.
Is it obvious that I'm a lady?
Yeah.
Okay. It is. I mean, I just don't know. I mean,
Inside, the party is greeted to a small stage with a few rows of stadium seating, bleachers.
Yep.
There aren't chairs. There's risers that you can stand on. On the far side of the room, there's a door leading to the bar.
Well, let's go down there.
You guys head into the bar area, and there's an old wore-down wooden bar top and a dozen or so people mulling about. There is a dwarvish female tending to the bar. There's about a 40-foot bar. There's only 3 tap handles available and a lot of discolored bottles on the shelf behind it.
What you got on tap?
oh no, are their taps clean?
With only 3 taps.
I'm going to purify food and drink.
Okay.
But doesn't that get rid of the alcohol?
No.
Oh, nice.
Just get rid of impurities.
The dwarvish bartender goes, there's Natty Light, Guinness, and Wibby's Vienna Lager.
I will take Wibby's Vienna Lager.
Is that around for all of you or just for you?
Actually, little buddy ordered it.
Okay.
He ordered it around for everybody.
Right.
Flip
So-
the switch back.
Yeah, I flipped the switch back on.
The bartender turns around and reaches for 4 mugs and pours out. The first pour is very heady, kind of discolored looking, then pours out 3 more beers and puts them on the bar top and goes, 4 gold.
I cover us again
Thank you.
as our patron.
I purify food and drink.
All right. You purify food and drink.
But I could see your eyes lighting up with every second
I'm like
that you
trying
were
to get through
drinking
the
it.
foam a little bit.
Yeah.
I went to, what's that place in Philly?
Monks?
No, the robot place.
Human robot.
Human
milk
robot.
tube.
We had a milk tube, and it's kind of like a shot of beer. It's just foam.
Like a really skinny, tall glass.
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect, but it wasn't like the foam you get after a pour. It was very smooth, and it was really tasty.
It was really good,
And
actually.
you just take it like a shot. And the waitress was like, I'll do one with you. And she pours out 3, and we take it like a shot. And I was like, that was surprisingly good.
Yeah, and it was like $2.
Yeah.
It's just foam?
It
Yeah,
was.
but it's like really thick foam.
It's like a nitrogen infused.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a Guinness head. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Wibby, back to Wibby.
All right. Wibby Brewing is a popular microbrewery located in Longmont, Colorado, named after the head brewer and co-founder Ryan Wibby. It opened its doors in 2015 after renovating a Butterball turkey plant's truck repair facility. It was a historic landmark for them, apparently. It made the news and stuff. It's an impressive space, famous not only for its beer, but its events and a giant blow-up pool just outside the tap room in the summer. Live music is a staple here on the weekends, and it goes well with their beers. Wibby's focus is on lagering. This is an intentional move not only to differentiate themselves in the crowded market, but also bring together head brewer Ryan's experiences. Ryan went to Ithaca College and took a specialty course in brewing, which started his journey. From college, he went to gain some hands-on brewing experience and landed a job at Iron Hill Brewing in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Iron Hill is a chain around the greater Philly, New Jersey, Delaware area that has long been a training ground for some amazing brewers, and Ryan is no exception. After Iron Hill, he went back to Ithaca to work for Ithaca Beer, and then off to Deschutes Brewery in Oregon. During this time, he was accepted into the VLB, which is the Research and Training Institute in Berlin for brewing, Berlin, Germany, that is, where he completed the brewmaster's course and subsequent internship, and his love of the lagering craft was cemented. He started working on a business plan and gathering funding until he was ready to come back home and open his namesake brewery. Wibby has been a fixture in the Longmont area ever since it opened its doors. And that's saying something. Longmont and its neighbor Boulder, where Ryan is from, boasts some of the best breweries not just in Colorado but in the country. The Boulder and Longmont area are home to famed Oscar Brews production facilities and tap houses, Sanitas Brewing, Upsalt Brewing, Twisted Pine, Avery Brewing, which is one of Cole and Christina's favorites, and Left Hand Brewing, just to name a few. These are just some of the names that people outside the area might be aware of, but there are many, many more that should not be overlooked, and we do apologize for all who were left off the list. Yet amidst this oasis of great breweries, probably due to the water, as Cole would say, stands Wibby Brewing. They quickly rose to prominence with their take on traditional lagering mixed with good old American ingenuity. They use traditional German malts and techniques mixed with Pacific Northwest hops and Rocky Mountain water for some of the best beers around. Back in 2018, Aaron and I went to Boulder and Longmont area for my friend Katie's wedding. She had arranged the Brew Hop Trolley tour for those who were not part of the rehearsal dinner, and it stopped at Sanitas, Avery, and Boulder Beer. Before the bus that day, since we were still on East Coast time, we did a 3-mile run in the morning, then took a quick ride out to Left Hand Brewing because it was on our must-go bucket list. The run is important because on long beer trips, you got to make time for some exercise. At Left Hand Brewing, we sat next to an old regular at the bar. From what I remember, he had the mannerisms and voice of Mr. Leahy from Trailer Park Boys. If anyone out there knows that reference. The bartender commented on our Connecticut IDs, a lot like the Pace salsa commercial. You know, New York City, but it was more like Connecticut. What are you guys doing here? So we told them we were on a beer trip. Both the bartender and the older regulars started giving us the lay of the beer land, which is great. Turns out the regular's daughter worked at Avery Brewing. Her name was Alyssa, I think.
Yes.
So Aaron put that name in her pocket for later on that day.
Then we head over to Avery on the beer trolley, which was literally a trolley we were driving around in, which was pretty cool. And we end up at Avery, and the person that greets us is this woman. I just walk out of the bus. I'm like, hey, you're not Alyssa, are you? And she goes, yeah, I am. I'm like, oh, we just had beers with your dad at Left Hand. And she's like, yeah, he's basically lives there. And then we got to talking, but it was one of those like, holy shit, we actually met the person that your dad was talking. Like, it's a small world.
Yeah, the regular and the bartender told us we couldn't leave town without going to Wibby Brewing, which was only 3 years old at the time. Same thing at Avery. Everybody said, oh, you got to go to Wibby. Well, Katie came through one more time. The wedding venue was about a block away from Wibby, so we ducked out of the wedding a bit early in our fancy clothes. Don't worry, we only missed some of the late night drunken dancing. And sitting at the bar, we had a flight of everything they had, and it did not disappoint. So since then, Wibby has been on our radar, and anytime we can get our hands on it, we get it. We're looking at you, Beer Drop. Get this back on your list. We were not surprised to learn that in 2023, they were awarded Brewer of the Year in the 5,001 to 15,000 barrel size category at the Great American Beer Festival. Today's beer is one of those award winners, the 2020 gold medal winner at the Great American Beer Fest for the American Amber Lager category. This is their Volksbier Vienna Lager. It was also a 2018 Silver Trophy winner at the Frankfurt International Contest and Wine Enthusiast's first perfect 100 rating beer. This beer is a great gateway beer. It's not overly flavored in any one category. It's balanced, not too high ABV, and just a great rendition of a lager. The other beer we'll try later is the Light Shine Helles Lager, which got a gold trophy at the same 2018 Frankfurt International Contest. Ralph, you mentioned you had very little preference, providing it wasn't dark, and at least to me, this was a no-brainer, considering we were in Denver a couple weeks ago. So we were able to bring this back, and I hope you like it. Cheers.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of me. This is actually a fantastic lager. I'm a big fan. I had something very similar at Von Trapp Family Lodge up in Vermont. They also have a Vienna style lager. Oh, also delicious. Tastes very similar to this, actually. Same deep amber color, slightly bitter, good aftertaste.
Very wheat forward, right? It reminds me of the Augustiner. Actually pours, but maybe a little less alcoholic, but it's really hits those Oktoberfest notes.
I'd probably give this a solid like 16 or 17 out of 20.
It's pretty good.
Big fan.
Go with 17 is a good round number. No, it's high.
It's technically a prime number.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe that's why it's a good rating for this beer. It comes in a little bit cloudy. It's easy drinking. It doesn't take me off my feet, but for a beer in its category, it's way up there.
This one hits the spot for this time of year. It's late spring, early summer time frame. This is an interesting take on a lager because, at least for a lot of lagers, I recall having this one feels like it's a bit hoppier, which for me, I love being a hophead. So this hits that note of a really well-balanced IPA almost, but it's got a little bit more of the malty back end. So you don't get as much of the bitterness of an IPA with it. So with that, I'm going to give this one a 19 out of 20.
Ooh.
I absolutely love this beer.
20 out of 20 for you.
I'm going to give it a 19 out of 20.
19?
Only because it's not a stout, I think. No, I'm kidding. I think if it was a little bit crisper, I would like it a little bit more. Like it's kind of a little bit soft on the palate, and I would like it a little bit crispier. But that's just my preference. And I think to Aaron's point, it does remind me of the Augustiner in that had a really soft feel on the tongue. The only difference was that it had a little bit of a smoky flavor, and it was
the Augustiner.
The Augustiner had like a tiny bit of a smoky flavor, and it was a lot more alcoholic. It was like 7%. So
yeah,
that kind of helped balance that out. As for this beer, it's a beautiful looking beer. It's slightly cloudy. I guess I also wish it was a little bit clearer too, but man, it's as good. Wine enthusiasts, I think you got it right. You're close to right. They're wine enthusiasts. They're not gonna know
yeah,
beer.
they have no idea.
But they did get it right. This is a very good beer. And I'm going to give this one a 19 out of 20. I really like it.
So averaging out the scores, that gives this a 18 out of 20.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, this is pretty good.
For
a dive bar.
Plum Place?
Yeah.
Where are we?
The Tart Plum.
The Tart Plum.
was thinking the plum tart.
The plum tart.
As the party finishes their beer, the torches flicker, signaling the show is about to start and that everyone should go find a place to stand in the showroom.
Let's go grab one more for the road.
All right, you guys buy another round of drinks. It'll be another 4 gold.
Well, actually, little buddy does.
Yeah.
He holds
Turn
all
off the
beers.
switch.
Yeah. We gotta turn off the switch. You gotta come. It's showtime.
As everyone funnels in and find a place to stand, the torches are extinguished and a bright light on stage goes off and a cloud of smoke puffs. And Grim appears before everyone with a booming voice announcing him. As the smoke settles, Grim scans across the room and locks eyes with Cinder for a brief moment before he switches and asks for a volunteer for his first trick.
Cinder volunteers. I volunteers tribute.
Grim glances quickly at your way and instead pulls a young female elf from the front row and brings her on stage and sits her in a chair.
That makes sense.
It's got to be the pretty assistant. It's always got to be the pretty assistant.
Who said she's pretty?
I tap Cinder on the back and I'm like, "You're pretty, don't worry."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's not why we're here, but
Grim goes on to say he is going to make her disappear. You hear him utter a few magic words, and with a poof, instead of disappearing, the elf is turned into a potted plant. A panic comes across Grim's face as if something has gone wrong, and the orc bouncer from earlier rushes the stage and grabs the potted plant and runs off stage again.
He got himself a wife.
Cinder, you recognize the energy coming off of Grim, that he doesn't seem to have full control of his magic at the moment.
uh-oh.
I stand up in the crowd and yell, "How dare you!"
Grim, seeing you stand up and you begin to cause a commotion, begins to chant another spell, and you all hear a hypnotic humming in the room. And all of the other guests in the room stand up and begin to empty their pockets and then turn to face you all. He goes, "Don't let that man get to the stage." And with a poof, you see Grim disappear, and the commoners standing in front of you are turned facing you all very aggressively.
When you say they turned out their pockets, I'm thinking you mean like weapons, right?
They empty like all the gold and stuff they had on them. They don't seem to have any weapons on them, but they do seem like they are ready to throw down after hearing Grim's command.
We didn't check
How
our
many?
weapons at the door, though.
No. How many of them are there?
4 of them.
The crowd
8
is
people for this show?
Yeah, if you want to count Little Buddy as a person.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's 2 gold to get in, so yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty good crowd for this place.
Did Grim already leave?
Yeah, so there was a cloud of smoke on the stage and Grim disappeared. You were able to see his shadow in the fog on the stage. That shadow is not there anymore. The fog hasn't quite dissipated yet, but you were not able to see him.
Are Short Stack and I affected by the magic?
No.
interesting.
We're too smart for that.
Sorry about that, guys. I should have cast Hold Person on him so he couldn't get away. It's my bad. We'll get him next time.
Next time.
Sure.
All right. We got to deal with these commoners in front of us. Do you have anything to do?
Can you knock out their spell?
Anything that you
Which
could
one
do
of
to
you guys?
them?
Which one of you guys is the frontliner?
Frontliner. That would be Little Buddy, probably.
Yeah, it'd be Little Buddy and probably Short Stack would be the two who would be up front in melee range typically, though Rick does find himself in melee quite often.
Does Little Buddy have armor?
Yeah.
Do you have armor?
I guess so.
Oh, so I can
I'll
only cast
take
it on
more.
myself.
I'll take anything you got.
I can only cast it on myself, basically.
Do you have armor?
Probably not.
No,
Well, then
he
touch
does not.
yourself.
Touch yourself.
Yeah, all right. I touch myself.
All right, so you cast Mage Armor on yourself. So your armor class will go from 12 to 15.
Sick.
It's only one move per turn, right?
With that, are you going to be aggressive towards these individuals? Or are you just like casting this as like preparation?
I mean, that's a defensive spell. It's definitely preparation, but I'm down to follow the group. If they want to kill their way out of here, if they want to disable their way out of here, I'm fine with that too.
I don't know if we have any disable stuff.
Do you have any? You might, Rick. No.
I looked at my stuff. I can only just hurt people. Well, I can detect magic too, but we know there's magic.
I can always cast Earth Tremor, and then if they don't cast a saving throw, they're knocked to the ground, and we can run.
Oh, do that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, I already cast
Earth
Mage
Tremor
Armor.
does deal damage as well, but yes, you
that's
can knock
fine.
them prone.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to let you cast back-to-back spells, we
Yeah.
are going to go into initiative at this point.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
10.
I got 16.
I also got 10.
Cinder, what is your dexterity mod?
+2.
Meaning, Rick, what's your dexterity mod?
Plus 0.
Okay, so Cinder will go before Rick in initiative. All right, Short Stack, you are first to act.
What can I do? Can I use my psychic powers?
Are the people, the commoners that we're fighting that are underneath the spell, are they the acts that were first? Are they just the people that came to also play tonight?
No, they're just paying customers.
Weird.
There,
Okay.
there's just the.
Oh, weird. All right.
At least he turned an elf into a plant. Otherwise, we'd be fighting 5 people. So
Short Stack, you are first to act.
Where are the bouncers?
The
Oh,
orc
right,
ran
right.
backstage with the plant. That
Oh.
was the only bouncer.
Yeah.
That seems bad.
No, it seems appropriate for a place like this.
it was all a trick to obtain the plant that is that was an elf.
Plant wife.
So there were 8 people in the crowd. The elf was the one that was,
Oh, 9 people in the
9
crowd.
people in the crowd,
Nice.
including little buddy.
Yeah, you guys are in the back of the stage on like the highest bleacher, and there's 4 individuals closest to the stage below you guys.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to kill these innocents. And I have no way of knocking them out of their trance.
So you can do non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
When you reduce someone to 0 hit points, you can make it non-lethal as long as you don't like outright kill them.
That's true. Okay. Can we size up the people that we're fighting?
They look weak as fuck.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Then I'm going to try to non-lethally throw my daggers at 2 people. So one at
Throws him right in the eye.
yeah, blunt end of the knife hit them. And I'll roll to hit. But one each. First one hits for 17.
Yep, that will do it.
Yeah. And the second one on the second spectator hits for 12.
That will do it.
And oh no. That's 6 for the first one.
Where do you want to hit them?
Oh no. Blunt end on the forehead.
You catch one of them square in the forehead, and they crumple to the ground.
And then the next one is a 6 and same thing.
All right, you throw your 2 daggers, and you catch 2 people square in the forehead, and they crumple into the ground. The other 2, seeing you throw those 2 daggers, are going to run up on you, and both will try and punch you.
Go ahead.
I don't think a 10 hits you.
No, I
But
dodge.
they both are like, "Ah!" like just wailing their arms and like kind of hitting your chest, but you don't really feel any sort of threat from them at all. And that will bring us to Cinder.
I cast Earth Tremor. It's in a 10-foot radius around myself.
Okay, so that will get
Everybody.
everyone,
Yeah.
including Short Stack, Rick, and Little Buddy.
But they can throw a dex saving throw.
Fun class ability for your individual. You can sculpt evocation spells.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Around targets. Earth Tremor is a first level spell, so you can choose 2 targets, I believe,
Thank
that
goodness.
will not be impacted by Earth Tremor.
Who's got the highest dex?
I do. 4.
So I cast it on Rick and
Little Buddy?
So you're going to sculpt Earth Tremor around Little Buddy and Rick. All right.
Sorry, you gotta.
No, it's all right. I can do this.
So you
can
need to
backflip my
make
way
a
out.
dex saving throw, and we have to beat 15.
Oh, I don't know.
11.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's a good plan.
I should have been better.
It was a good plan.
One of the two commoners actually makes the save.
What?
I know. On a failed save, a creature will take 1d6 damage and is knocked prone. So, Ralph, roll me some damage. Roll me a d6.
I can get up from this though.
6.
Nice.
Wait, I'm hit by that damage. Why'd you say nice?
Oh, just let Christina do her stinking cloud all the time, even if it's going to hurt you.
The earth tremor deals 6 damage to short stack. The commoner that did not make the save falls over, and you see really labored breathing from them,
Oh,
and
Lord.
they're knocked out of the fight.
Oh, I thought they were dead.
That will bring us to Rick.
Oh, I'm cool. I can get up. I'm just gonna add this to your tab.
Little buddy's going to walk up to the last commoner and hammer fist in a non-lethal way. He's going to bonk as hard as he can without killing them.
Okay,
15.
15 hits.
How soft can he bonk?
Soft enough to not kill them.
It depends on what this roll is.
11.
Oh, man.
Little buddy bonks this guy on the top of his head, and he crumbles to the
Bonks him
ground.
to oblivion.
I think he might have killed him.
Broke his
It did not
spine.
kill him. Got close.
Oh,
Got
man.
close to outright killing him, but not quite.
You're going to jail.
I ain't going nowhere. I flip little buddy's beer ordering switch back on and we walk back to the bar.
Wait, don't we have to pursue his brother?
Yeah.
He's gone.
You guys are now out of initiative, and you hear from the bar area. You hear the dwarvish lady bartender go, "Keep it down in there, will ya?"
Man, they are very used to these kind of attacks.
This
All
classy
right.
place.
Let's go. Where would your brother have gone?
As the smoke settles from the stage, you see a trap door in the middle of the stage opened, leading downwards.
Oh, probably.
Sweet. I do a backflip to stand up.
Give me an athletics check.
Will do. 22.
It's mainly just to see if you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, I know. I have to roll more. Any movement I do.
So you do a cool flip up.
All right, let's head down to the trapdoor.
Yeah.
The hole is just big enough for one person to go down at a time. So what order would you like to go down the ladder?
I feel like we should send.
I'll go first
Little
because I'm
buddy
sneaky.
No, he goes last.
No, we gotta send you down first so you can hold the person.
Okay.
Yes, send the squishy one.
What?
Send the squishy one.
To be fair, I can always cast light because it might be dark down there. Cast it on myself.
Oh, little buddy has a flashlight built in.
Oh, it's an object. Oh, cool. I can just throw it on a rock.
All right. Do you want to? We can send little buddy down there first.
I can go first and be sneaky.
Oh, that too.
But I don't have any light source.
Can I cast light on a rock that's down in the tunnel?
Yeah, you can.
Do you have to see it to cast?
You touch one object,
You have
so
to touch
I
the
have to go
object.
down there and
So-
do it. Oh, can I pick something up in the bar, cast light on it, and throw it down the tunnel?
You can.
Make it a
Let's do
beer. Send little buddy down, and he's just lanterning, and he finds your brother and hands him a beer, and he'll be inebriated when we get to him.
It's a good idea, actually. I think he might accept that from a random artifact creature.
He's been programmed to order beers.
Hey, you were that creature from the bar, right?
Yeah.
Who's carrying all those beers. Yeah, so I grab a beer and cast light on the beer, and then hand
So
it to
you
little
cast
buddy.
light, and it gets really bright upstairs at this point, while the beer is near you guys. So you're giving that to little buddy.
Or
Or-
short stack, one or the other. You wanted to
Well,
sneak in?
I can sneak. Well,
I feel like you're not
Do you
want
want to sneak in
well
with no?
light.
Sneak in with little buddy.
I
so you
can't
get
sneak in with
attack.
a beer. Yeah,
Oh,
but I
little-
can follow little buddy directly down after him.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
give the beer to little buddy, and then
Yeah.
Right.
he goes
Also,
first.
wait, we're still mentally connected, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it hasn't been 3 hours yet.
Nice, sweet.
that's sweet. A plan formed.
All right. Little buddy's going down first, holding this bright light of a beer bottle, can, glass, whatever you want to say it is. Short stack, you're following
Yeah, little buddy down.
down, like immediately, like right behind.
Yeah, right behind him, but so that I'm obscured by him by the time he gets down. If he drops down, I'll be behind him as a smaller individual that can sneak easily.
Watch out for AoE traps.
Aioli?
AoE, area of effect.
What does that mean?
Like a large area. He can like Put
Oh.
a trap.
Oh,
So
I
even if
didn't
you're
know
behind
that.
him,
Yeah. Right.
You should have told us
So back to back.
that. Back to back.
watch my six.
Exactly.
Watch my six, little buddy.
Can you give me a stealth check?
Whoa. 27.
You are hidden behind little buddy. While you are down, you do see a narrow hallway that is dimly lit, and there are scattered boxes and shelves that look like they were thrown over in haste. 30 feet down the hallway, you see a closed door.
I relay this information upstairs. I think we should proceed.
I think we should follow.
Yeah, we'll go down.
Yeah. How long does light last? An hour?
It was already
Yes,
dimly
1
lit.
hour. So you guys are all successfully downstairs?
Yes. So little buddy's first.
Before the door.
I'm after him. What
Followed
order
by-
did you guys come down?
I guess I'll go first.
Do you want to check the door for
You-
traps?
How? Detect magic? I'll detect magic.
When you get to the door, you detect magic?
Yeah.
As you guys make your way down the hallway, are you first now because you're going up, or who is still
Little buddy's
little
first.
buddy
He's
first?
got the torch beer.
As you guys are moving forward, little buddy hits a tripwire
Shit.
and hear a bang, and then around all four of you, you are all glowing this greenish color.
Okay.
Oh man, he irradiated us. We're
What
all
does that mean?
radioactive now.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Well,
All right. Cancer. We were going to get it anyway.
He hit us with the cancer ray.
we could cure it.
With wounds? Cure wounds?
Oh,
I don't think cure wounds cures cancer.
What if it did though?
D&D would save all of us.
You guys make it to the door.
We're still glowing.
You guys are still glowing.
All right. Is the glowing beer still good to drink as beer?
It's good for
Yeah,
drink
it's
his
still,
beer.
you can still drink it as beer.
If you
It's the
drink it as
glass.
beer-
It's the glass that's
Oh,
lit
okay,
up, not
okay.
the liquid
Never
itself.
mind. All right.
So we can throw the bottle at
No,
somebody.
let's keep it. He might want the beer.
Yeah.
I'll detect magic on the door.
We're not concerned about how we're all glowing green now?
I don't think there's much we can
I
do
don't-
about it.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
Okay.
The door itself does not appear to be magical in any way. However, everyone, you can detect that you are all being affected by some sort of magic.
We're already glowing, so now are we glowing two colors now?
You see everyone glowing as two colors because you cast detect magic.
Jesus Christ!
So
this is
detect
trippy.
magic sees the glowing green light and detects that's a different color.
Yeah, except I usually see it as blue, so now it's fucking with me.
You do? Yeah, now you just got to get off the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Someday.
Okay.
All right.
So I
Is the
guess-
door locked?
The door
Check the door.
doesn't appear to be locked, but there feels like there's something behind there that you can't just open the door.
Okay.
Can I cast? Heat
Wait, does it
metal?
open in or out? We test that.
It opens in
In towards us.
No.
No, into
the room.
Into the room.
Yeah,
Not
so
into the
away from
tunnel.
you. You have to push.
Okay.
So that means we can break down the door.
Or can I cast heat metal? And is the doorknob made of metal?
The doorknob is made of metal, yes.
Is there somebody touching it, or is it just?
Oh, you could try. Like if someone's holding the door shut,
Hold on.
they'd be like, ouch.
Yeah,
Well, you know
hold
the
on.
door is unlocked, so you've been able to twist the doorknob yourself.
Oh,
so
it's
it doesn't
just
feel like
blocked.
the doorknob
Oh.
is
Oh, yeah. So that wouldn't do anything.
being held up by someone.
We had such a good plan coming down here, and our plan just fell apart. We only got so far.
So I mean, we can blow the door off the hinges.
Let's do it.
It's always a
And
move.
then take care of what's behind it after.
Yeah. So I can cast Shatter on the door.
I like it.
Okay.
A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in areas. If it's in the spell's area.
How
you-
large is the spell's area?
10-foot radius.
Oh, we got to all stand back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you yell, "Stand back!"
Yeah. Stand back, everybody.
We walk down to the opposite end of the hallway.
And then I cast Shatter on the door.
Okay. Roll some damage. That is 3d8.
On a door. 14.
14, yeah.
It's hard, right?
Yeah. Math is difficult.
It's taxing.
So with 14 damage, you don't completely blow away the door.
What?
But you blow a hole through the top half of it. There's some knocked over furniture behind the door, preventing you from just pushing it open.
Oh, use Mage Hand to move the furniture.
Okay. Can Mage Hand push the furniture out of the way?
Mage Hand can only do 5 pounds, so no.
No.
How heavy do we estimate the furniture to be?
Well, it's heavy enough to block the door.
Can we combine Mage Hands?
Do you guys both have?
No,
mage hands?
I was wondering if you did.
No, I don't.
Can we just have little buddy push it out of the way?
You can attempt a strength check with little
Okay.
buddy, yeah.
Little buddy's going to strength check and push the furniture out of the way.
I'd rather not waste fireball on a bunch of furniture.
11.
Little buddy feels the furniture behind the door shift a little bit, but it's not quite strong enough to push it fully open.
Why don't we
Can
all
I-
push?
Yeah. Can we
you
combine?
hand the beer to...
I'm the weakest. I'm a mage, so I can hold the beer.
Can we hand him the beer and then try again?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Now we'll try it with 2 hands. 21.
21 is enough to push the door open. You hear a loud clattering of the furniture behind the door as it swings open.
He knows we're coming.
We've lost the element of surprise.
We have. There's nothing left.
One might think we lost it when he saw us in the crowd, but you know, whatever.
The room's 30 by 30 foot, and at the end of it stands a very nervous Grim. Next to him is a crate with the potted plant from earlier.
Oh,
There just looks to be a lot of destroyed furniture. Looks like a really bad green room.
is the orc down there?
The orc is not down there.
Is he dead?
You don't know if he's dead or not. You didn't see any. He's not down there. So
Wait, Grim has the potted plant lady.
Grim now has the potted plant from earlier.
Oh.
Oh, the hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Told you he'd
Holy
take a hostage.
shit. But this is so wrong. She can't even
We
fight
don't even
back.
know. She doesn't even know she's feeling pain.
Is he at least watering her?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah.
You see Grim.
And he's holding the pot plant.
The pod plant's on a crate next to him
On the crate or in the crate?
on the crate.
Okay.
He looks very panicked and in a panicked voice goes, Don't come any closer. Why are you here, Cinder? Don't make me destroy this plant.
I say we've come to stop you. You've swindled and harmed enough people.
Is this really what it's going to come down to? I'm your brother.
That's not going to work this time. You got me with that last time. I'm not going to let you escape this time.
You all feel a familiar energy emanating from Cinder,
Ah, there's the green. There's the glowing green light.
Yeah. Okay.
or from Grim.
Oh.
Cinder, you recognize this just from growing up with Grim. Rick and Shortstack, you recognize this energy from your time with Mav. There's just this wild magical energy about this individual that they have zero control over.
Oh.
Oh,
great.
no. Are we all going to become potted plants? If I were to become a potted plant, and I'm saying this out loud, I'd want to become like one of those plants that's really resilient so it could be put in the light. Doesn't need to be watered a lot.
I don't think you have-
Mother's tongue, I think it's called.
I don't think you have a choice if it's wild.
Oh. I'm just saying, like, I'd want to be a resilient plant so that I don't die easily.
Yeah,
Like one of those
dandelion.
office plants.
I'm okay with being a Venus flytrap where if I slightly close, I will kill myself.
Oh no.
You're okay with that? Oh, no.
It gives me a chance to take him down.
Grim clench his fist and he goes, Are we really doing this, brother?
You forced my hand.
As you say that, you see a firebolt whiz towards little buddy.
Not little buddy.
No, not little buddy.
Always, little buddy.
22
Yeah, that hits.
Does that kill him?
Is there
I don't
enough
know.
time
For-
to
for
react
7.
Not yet.
and be like, no, little buddy?
No, because it appears like he didn't do
Oh.
anything to cat. Oh, like
There was no
you
cast
didn't
time.
you didn't hear him verbalize the spell
The green stuff.
in any way.
We're targets. We're automatically targets. We're automatically
All
the
right.
spell.
I don't know.
And with that, we
Catalyst.
will roll for initiative.
How
Nah.
much damage does
Wait,
little
I
buddy
still-
take?
7.
I still have mage armor on me, right?
Yeah.
It's 8 hours.
Yep,
Oh,
you
nice.
still have major armor on you.
14.
21 for short stack.
Ooh, 3.
Short stack, you are first to act after seeing Grim launch a fire bolt at Little Buddy.
Wait,
Oh,
firebolt?
boy.
I thought it was a lightning bolt.
Fire bolt.
Firebolt. Oh, so he's on fire.
No,
Is it burning?
he's not on fire. He's
No.
just
He's on fire.
Ayo.
Yeah. Do I get sneak attack because I'm behind Little Buddy?
no.
You got to be up on him, right?
Yeah, there has to be someone next to him to get sneak attack.
Oh.
Or you have to have advantage for some reason, which you
Hmm.
don't have.
So little buddy can't move yet,
No.
and there we are, single file into this room.
Yep.
That sucks.
Shit. And
Can Little Buddy
we're all
Duck
charged with
down.
So you can move through Little Buddy. Because you guys are allies, you're able to move through a square your team members are on without any issue.
Where's the plant?
To his right.
You have a
Okay.
green pen?
This is very important. We get this right. The plant's got to be green.
So here's the question. I can cast Vortex Warp on the plant to bring the plant closer to us so that
That
he
works.
doesn't have a hostage.
I like that idea.
But then I'm concerned that now he just can AoE all of us.
Aioli, all of us?
Aioli, yeah. Got a nice little garlic egg sauce, yeah.
That sounds worse than mayonnaise.
I'm thinking I'm still psychically linked to you,
Yeah.
which probably doesn't matter. If I just straight up attack him, he's going to attack me, but I'll be ready for it.
You look at me and I'm just going. Doo, 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 doo,
Yeah,
doo,
yeah,
doo.
you have no idea what's going on. Cinder, I look at you. I'm like, all right, I'm going to distract him. You try to get that plan away from him.
I'll do my best.
Okay. I'm going to put his focus on me for a bit. I move in front of Little Buddy and into the room slightly to, what, Grant? What's his name?
Grim.
Grim's left.
Grant's a preppier version.
Grant. And I try to strike him with two of my daggers at distance. Ice daggers. Oh, does a natural 20 hit?
Natural 20 will hit. That is a crit.
9.
Thank you.
All right, and for my second one, and I use a charge on
Okay,
that.
so you slow him down a bit.
Yeah. My second roll, I get a 21.
That will hit.
Not a crit. For 8.
These daggers slice him up a bit. You can see he is visibly angered now.
Now?
He wasn't angry before.
Yeah. He wasn't serious about the firebolt he threw out.
You see him raise his hands in the space between Little Buddy and Cinder. A streak flash from his wand, and it stops right in between Cinder and Little Buddy, and a loud explosion happens. I need everyone to give me a dexterity save.
Ugh.
25.
14.
14 for me and 12 for little buddy.
Everyone but Short Stack is going to take
Oh.
20 points of damage.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
I'm down to 7.
And Short Stack, you are going to take 10 points of damage.
Does magic armor not help me at all? Or the mage armor?
Not
No,
in this
not
case. You feel the energy, that wild magic energy pulse from Cinder, and
We're all going to die.
you see him teleport behind Short Stack into the corner of the room.
He leaves the plant behind.
Yep, the plant is still chilling.
Cool.
I feel creeped on.
Yeah. So he threw the lightning flash that hit all of us, and then he teleported next to us.
Oh.
I feel like that changes the plans. If he's willing
Yeah,
to
I
leave
know.
the plant.
I know.
That will bring us to
We make plans and
Cinder.
then we can't execute.
Cinder, you are up.
So I'm assuming we're going for damage now, right? We're just hitting him with all we got.
He's your brother.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
you
but-
want to take him hostage?
He didn't. He's going the hard way. He's not going the easy way. He
All right,
clearly
well, we
doesn't
can-
want to be captured.
we can still get him down to 0 health and wrap
Bonk him on the head.
Yeah, and hog
Yeah.
tie him.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, then I cast Ray of Frost.
You are not able to see him
You gotta
currently.
move.
Oh, it's got to be within.
You have to have line of sight.
You can move.
He's got 30 feet of movement
30,
as a
yeah.
human. So he can move
That's
6 squares.
6 boxes.
Oh, you're human?
He's
Yeah.
a human.
Is that a problem? You got some anti-human discriminatory policies here in the group
No.
that I wasn't aware of when I hired
I'm just
you?
not used to working with humans.
Yeah, we never get to work with humans.
I'm feeling attacked by my own group here.
No, we're just intrigued.
Yeah.
So if I can move 6 spaces and attack,
Yes.
Yeah. You should move over there away from short stack so that if you shoot a ray, it doesn't hit short stack.
yeah, that was gonna
Because
be the
we
goal.
are all down to very little health.
She's got 17, dude. I got 7.
Yeah, I'm at
Fireball's a hell of a spell.
Yeah.
8 and little buddy's at 5. So
All right. So I cast Ray of Frost because I feel like if I do Fireball, we're all
Right.
gonna get hit.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a D20, and then you're going to add 7 to that.
That's 15 on the die, so 22. 5, darn. So 5 total.
So this is the second time now that Grim has been hit with something that slows him down, so he looks very sluggish now.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Stacking cold effects. I like it.
Mhm.
Well done.
sluggish.
Stacking cold effects.
I mean, that is what we're doing here, right?
Yeah, we just
Uh,
got to freeze him.
That'll bring us to Rick.
Don't use Firebolt because he's going to thaw out.
Little buddy walks over
With
and
the beer.
with the beer,
He's still holding
With-
the light of beer.
yeah, the light of beer, and smashes it in his face.
Okay.
Hammer fist him in the face with a light of beer. 11.
11 misses.
Dude, he's got some
Oh.
high evasion.
Oh,
11's just a very low roll.
Does the beer smash into a disadvantage for him?
Little buddy goes to smash the beer on his face and hits the wall behind him.
No.
do all the little pieces shatter into pieces of light? So it's like kind of cool looking.
There's a bright little explosion, and then just on the floor in the corner now is just this bright light
Oh,
behind
little
him.
pieces.
No,
Nice.
it's just broken glass on the floor now, so
Ah.
it's just backlighting Grim.
Oh, so Graham looks extra cool now. Damn it.
So now Grim is both the
Okay.
strongest and the most badass looking character in this encounter. Nice
Okay,
job, guys.
so I shouldn't firebolt him,
No, because he's currently got 2 frost stacks.
and I am out of range to do anything else.
You can't throw.
I could crossbow him, but what I could also do is heal.
Oh, you could do a little background, like touch the back.
You have
heal.
healing magic?
Yeah, what's your name?
Mine is Cinder.
Cinder.
So I can heal Cinder.
You can.
I'm gonna touch his back.
But first, he's like, "What's your name again?"
Rick is whispering sweet nothings to Cinder.
It's gonna be okay.
Hey baby, what you doing tonight?
In an encounter, I might actually hit Rick.
All right, I'm gonna use a level 1 1d8 plus 5 on Cinder. 13 back,
Just straight?
Yep. You
Nice.
get 13 life back.
Ooh, shoot. 20.
and I guess. Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
That's my turn, right?
Why, what else were you going to attempt to do?
I don't think I have anything. Oh, men, little buddy.
You can't do that
Okay.
because you casted another spell.
So I'll crouch down so that he can't see me.
You're not gonna go grab the potted plant?
I don't have any movement.
That will bring us to short stack.
I'm
She can sneak attack now, right?
Yes.
Now she would get
and
sneak attack.
stab, and sneak. I could directly stab, uppercut, stab.
Maybe. Possibly. Depends on what you roll.
Yeah. 23.
23 hits.
For 7 damage plus sneak attack. 4 plus, so 7.
3d6 sounds so nice with the max of 18 and then you
Yeah.
get 7.
It could be 18, but it was only, yeah.
That's how I felt with the max of
Mhm.
16 and getting 5.
It's why we changed the crit rule so crits at least hit hard. Did you get a natty 1?
Yeah. My next
Wah,
dagger doesn't
wait,
Wait,
land.
you get to re-roll it though.
You do get to
Do.
re-roll it, but you still are going to have to drink the natty.
Yeah. 18.
As you go to
No.
stab him, a magical shield appears and deflects your dagger.
Bonk.
After I dealt the previous damage.
Yeah, the
Okay.
previous damage hit, the second dagger misses. It is now Grim's turn. You see Grim blink and reappear in the corner due north of the room.
Can I cast counterspell on his blink?
No, because this is not a spell.
What?
Blink.
You feel that sense of wild magic swirling as he blinks over there, so it's nothing under his control. It's not him casting a spell.
Incantation. Yeah.
What happens if he ends up in the wall?
And then he dies. Becomes part wall.
He's messing with something he doesn't understand. It
Then
looks
we
like.
get him now.
He got himself.
Yeah. Is he in the wall?
No, he's not in the wall.
So he just blinks to the wall?
He teleports to the back corner there.
He could have just walked.
No, if he walked, we could have slapped
You
him.
all would have wailed on him if he walked.
Yeah, opportunity attacks.
Oh.
If you try and walk away while you're in an attack and you're like, fuck this, and you walk out, somebody gets to slap you.
That's like what half my movement is like. I don't want to be out of this fight, and it doesn't end well.
As he reappears into the corner, there are 4 versions of him in the corner.
That sucks.
All right, so we all know which one
Yeah,
is
it's like
him.
the
Yeah,
The triangles from that shitty movie.
Oh my gosh, the triangles are obviously not him. So attack.
I don't
him.
think that our characters know that, though.
Yeah.
But we know where he showed up originally.
You know he's in that corner. You all obviously, I put things down on the map just to visually.
So he's just one of 4.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys are not able to discern which one is which.
He does he puts 2 big shells over him and does does it with himself.
He's 4-card Monty.
Yeah. With himself.
And that is his turn. Will bring us to Cinder.
I would like to
yeah.
move into the corner that Grim was in and then cast Fireball.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I like it.
However,
Uh,
Grim, being very familiar with that spell, he's going to counterspell it.
Damn it. I knew he was going to do that.
You can't counterspell. We just found out what that means. What does it mean?
Grim is able to interrupt Cinder's casting of Fireball, and
But
Fireball
isn't it
fails.
instantaneous? Like the same way that Blink is instantaneous?
Counterspell is instantaneous. It is countered. It is blocked.
So why couldn't I counter his Blink?
Because Grim has additional abilities that you weren't aware he was casting it.
Oh man, okay, I see. He's OP.
Hey, did you hire us because your brother is more powerful than you?
Maybe, maybe I need help. Maybe I've never beaten him in a one-on-one fight. What's your point?
And that will bring us to Rick.
what? You didn't get to do anything?
His
No.
spell was countered.
He's countered. Yeah,
That's his turn.
I moved
It
and countered.
expands one of his spell slots. So it does count as one of your
Wait,
spell slots still.
don't you need to roll for counter
No.
spell?
Because
Yeah,
it's,
you
No,
should
because
have-
it's
you should have to
it's
do that.
level 3 or lower. If it's level
should
3 or
be-
lower,
you
you don't
should
get to
have to
roll
What do you have at level 3?
Disagree.
all of my things.
Good.
but he only has so many counter spells himself. So
Is he holding anything metal?
no.
Keep metal.
Shit. Are you sure? Like the buttons on his cloak aren't
I'm
metal?
sure.
Check his pockets for gold.
If I do detect magic, will that show me which one is him? And I can tell everybody which one is the actual one.
How do I want to rule this?
You can say no or yes.
Yeah. I based on how I've been describing what's happening with him, all 4 images would light up.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, I don't want you to burn a resource.
Me neither.
Remember, I could have been a really mean DM and blocked the healing spell.
Oh, that's true. Although, how
But then he wouldn't have been able to counterspell my Fireball, and he'd be dead.
No, he wouldn't be dead.
He'd be close to dead. Man, he's tanky.
yeah,
Dude, what? I
He's
got
been
taken
working
out
out.
by I got taken out by a
he's been
Fireball.
working out.
Big brother for a reason.
No, I thought he was a twin.
Ooh, all right.
Big brother?
I'm
Oh.
going
He's the older
to-
twin.
Oh.
Those 2 minutes, they really make a difference.
I'm going to cast Heroism. I get to touch 2 things to give it bravery, which gives them temporary +5 HP at the start of their turn. So I'm going to touch Little Buddy and Short Stack.
2 things?
2 things.
Nice.
Until this spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Each of its turns. Let's do it.
You would get 5 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turn.
So
When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell. So this does require concentration. You can't cast another concentration spell, or this fails, or if you take damage, there will be a constitution save to see if you maintain concentration.
Okay. So I do that to Little Buddy and Short Stack.
So you're upcasting it?
Huh?
Because it says a willing creature. So how are you targeting 2? You're using
I'm touching them.
you're using a higher level spell slot.
Yeah, it's level 2. So Little Buddy is +5.
I'm touching.
And Short Stack is +5.
I get 20.
Yeah, at the start of their turns, they'll get +5 temporary hit points.
Mhm.
Good. So now it's Little Buddy's turn.
Yep.
Little Buddy's going to saunter over with 20 HP. And he's just going to start hammer fisting. He's going to walk at it until he sees the very first one that he encounters and just starts slapping. 15.
15 hits.
Nice.
Little Buddy swings and punches. It goes through one of the clones of this thing and disappears.
It's fake.
You hit a fake one.
Does it disappear?
Yep.
All right.
So we got to hit him to be... Oh.
Shit. I didn't see that at all. I was right behind the microphone.
Well, what'd you roll?
Yeah, we'll find out at the end.
Yeah, the way this particular spell works is I roll to see if you're hitting the real one or a clone.
Oh, I see.
But the clone things also have an AC to see if you hit it. I rolled enough to know that you were hitting a duplicate. Then Rick rolled high enough to actually hit the duplicate.
Oh.
Microplastics.
That might be a metal die.
I don't think it is.
Oh, that one.
All right,
that
well, it
one
was a joke.
metal. I think that one was metal.
Yeah, it sounded metal when it,
It
hit the
did sound
glass.
metal. Ooh, hard metal.
Good old iron.
All right. That will bring us to Short Stack.
I have little options, but seeing that one of them disappeared, I'm going to go for another possibly apparition, possibly him, with my asset.
Are you running up?
Run up next to Little Buddy.
Yeah. Because I got you. You have +5 HP now.
My first dagger, and I'm only directing one dagger. I'm not like deciding to hit. Oh, I'm going to try to hit 2 at once. So my first dagger hits for 26. For 5 plus sneak attack.
Yeah.
12 plus the 5.
17.
17 total. As you swing your dagger, you hear a loud fuck.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
All right. Can I attack him with my second dagger?
You can make an attempt, yeah.
18. 6.
This time you swing and you're a little wild with it and you clear away one of the other apparitions.
Okay. Wait a second. The first one I hit was him?
Yep.
Oh, no. I meant to hit him again with my other hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you missed.
But you got rid of one of the apparitions.
I'm okay with that outcome. Yeah. All right. Or cool. You know, natty lights are growing on me. If I had a lawn to mow, I think this be the
lawn mowing beer?
Yeah, it would be. Or maybe like a blow up kiddie pool that I wanted to spend a day in, splashing in.
Just filled with natty light.
No, it'd be a natty light on the side. I can.
After getting swiped with a dagger, he is going to cast a spell towards
Counterspell.
you are not aware he's casting a spell.
What?
He hasn't burned
Always.
through all of his resources yet for that. He's
Nah.
almost there.
He's fast.
He is
Oh.
very fast.
He's so good.
He doesn't
Are you
develop
just jealous and that's why you want to kill him?
Maybe. I mean,
He's
the
developed
magic
an
show is
ability
doing
to
too
not
well.
use. He has developed the ability to not use the verbal component of a lot of spells, so you're not aware he's casting these spells.
Wasted
Damn.
spell slot.
Wait, what's the verbal component?
You have to incant
Like-
So,
the
like
spell.
a lot of spells, you'll see on your spell list like a V and S. So that's verbal, semantic, and there's a third one.
Mental.
I didn't see any
Chanting.
of
He's
that.
not chanting in
Yeah,
a
so he's
corner
not chanting.
with a little
But
crystal
when
ball.
ball.
Cinder casts a spell, Cinder, you can verbally hear He is casting a spells.
I'm a scrub, and I need to enchant and incant the spells.
Fair. I see it now, but I thought it was just a weird misprint from dndbeyond.com because they have such a shitty website that when I printed... I'm going to leave this in. Fix your website. It's so easy to make a fucking PDF.
Did you just say you were a scrub?
I'm a scrub, yeah. I can only speak... I have to say the spells verbally while my brother doesn't need to. That's how much of a scrub I am.
The only context I know scrub is...
Of course.
You can't get no scrub from me.
You're going to take 22 points of acid damage.
Oh, that's
exactly the amount of hit points I have after you.
I tried to cast counterspell. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
0 hit points.
I thought it was armor. Oops.
I am prone.
She is knocked over prone, and you all feel that similar surge of energy come through. You see little buddy float off of the ground.
Okay.
No, the beer.
Little buddy has a fly speed of 60 feet for the next 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, fly speed of 60?
Sick. Okay, cool.
Feet per second?
We can work
meters
with
per
this.
second? What are we talking about?
60 feet. So a round is 6 seconds in D&D. So you can fly 60 feet in 6 seconds.
So 10 feet per second. If you're looking for a
so he's basically like a
velocity.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That brings us to Cinder.
Do I still have mental connection to her? Or is she...
It's all static right now. It's like...
Yeah, you're not going to get much of a response. You're going to
see my
talk to her, but yeah, there's not going to be a response.
But from that, did I figure out which one is him since she stabbed him?
No.
Nobody knows? I thought...
Because remember, her second one also her second swing missed, so you're still not 100% sure which one's what. She swung her dagger so fast.
She hit him once. That's all we know.
Now we're 50% sure. Okay.
Do I have any spell slots left?
Yeah, you have a bunch of spell slots left.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's your only thing.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was like, if
you
I'm
still
really
have
out of
plus
3.
5 HP, right? Nobody's maybe to do a We the People.
No, you did.
save.
You gave me 17, so I should be at 20.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the temp. But yeah,
yeah.
You have a 3rd level slot, I think a couple 2nd level slots, a couple 1st level slots left. So you're okay with your resources.
Okay, then he still has the frost stacks on him, correct?
He is still slow, but he hasn't been physically walking. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's just going to blink again. So I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on him. 3 rays of fire. On hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage per. I need to make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Yep.
26.
Okay.
13. 18.
So you'll hit twice.
It's 4 and 6.
That's 10 total, right?
Yeah.
You hear another loud fuck, and the 3rd apparition disappears, leaving Grim in the corner.
Did he take one of the attacks?
You're not 100% sure.
I don't think it matters until he's dead.
Yeah,
it
but
does
then we know
matter.
the damage that we dealt
Yeah.
rather than like...
But you don't know how much health he has.
Yeah, we have no idea.
That's true, I guess.
He's
We'll be
been
like,
working out.
Dude, he's some jacked wizard. Jesus.
Though now that you can tell which one's the real one, he looks very labored.
Better be.
Not looking great. Rick, you are up.
little buddy is going to fly as fast as possible at him to hammer fist in the air. 17.
As little buddy goes to punch him, a magical shield appears and deflects little buddy's fists.
Where are my shields? This is some BS.
Where are your shields?
It's a great question. I would love some
Yeah.
shields.
I'm like, where are your shields from the ground? It's the only thing I could say.
All right, well, in that case, I'm going to firebolt him.
Firebolt or fireball?
Bolt.
Oh, those are two separate things. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, firebolt.
will just hit the guy.
That's good. I was gonna say
Very
we're kind of
less
close.
effective.
Yeah, we're kind of close.
For 26.
26 hits.
Plant's just chilling in the corner. What kind of plant is it?
A peony.
It's a ficus.
Ficus. Peony. It's very house plants. Cool.
Got 14.
You see him drop to a knee, but still breathing. Short stack. I need a death saving throw.
All right.
5.
That is a failure. All right.
So does that mean she's dead?
No,
Or does that
she
mean
has
she
to
has
fail
2 more
3 times,
chances?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Though a nat 1 counts as 2 failures.
Drink a natty and take 2
Die.
slots.
Drink a natty and die.
There's worse ways to go.
Is there?
Yeah.
Grim walk up to little buddy and reach out his hands.
Thought he was on his knees with labored breathing.
Yeah, he kind of lunges,
Oh.
reaches out. Does a 21 hit little buddy?
Yeah.
See this electricity? That's not what I wanted to roll.
Good. Get out of here.
This electricity releases from Grim's hands, and little buddy is going to take 10 points of damage.
Balls. Little buddy crumples to the ground. He's at 0.
Wait,
No,
but
no.
is he still floating as a crumpled?
Yes.
The remains of little buddy are just hovering just off the ground. You sense the magical energy goes off again. Let's see what happens.
Randy gets sent to another world, purgatory.
Cinder and Rick, you feel this necrotic energy wash over you, and you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Oh, that was so much easier than the last points of damage you took.
Yeah.
And you
Fine.
see Grim rejuvenate himself a little
No,
Yeah, that makes sense.
kill her. Kill
bit.
her.
Cinder, you're up.
You know, I'm already dead, and little buddy's already dead. So just like firebolt him and end it.
That's actually not a bad move.
So
Yeah.
if you take damage, you do get a death save.
You wasted death save.
Right?
Oh, I wasted death.
Yeah, like
save.
if you are in a fireball range, you
Oh.
would get another automatic failure on your death save.
It's up to you.
But
Cinder.
wait, isn't this an evocation spell where I can control who gets hit?
Yeah, so you could sculpt around them if
Perfect.
you wanted to.
Yeah, then let's do that. Fireball with sculpting around little buddy and short stack.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't counterspell this time.
Contemplated it for a moment.
Don't give him the idea.
Oh, he knows the ideas. That's the problem.
No, that's true.
He's going to make the save,
Yeah, of course.
but he'll take half damage. Still good damage otherwise. So roll 8d6. And that's your last 3rd level spell slot.
Why is there a 9 in here? What?
That's a 6.
So it's a 6. So I've got
Sweet.
12, 18,
Add
20,
the
that was a
9.
5, 18, 23, 27, 28. So 14.
Takes 14.
And he dead?
He would have been dead if he didn't make the save.
Fast.
We got 14 more at least at most to go.
That's a lot.
Close. Why are we so weak in comparison to the others?
This is why you posted up and needed help.
This is it. This is exactly why I needed your backup.
All right, Rick, you are up.
I'm going to... So I could run up on him and I could get 2 attacks with the randomized wrench, which would be pretty good. Might be able to get the other 14. But
Be careful.
I'm at 4 health. You're dead.
You have
little boy.
4?
Yeah. You got some.
I got 16.
I feel like it's not going to really matter if I heal myself or not. I think I'm going to run up and I'm just going to go for it.
You last ditch effort.
Yeah.
You're like, where's Randy when you need him?
Yeah, where is Randy? He's hanging out. All right. Randomized wrench.
Randy and Marlo, if we die, you have to feel guilty for the rest of your life.
Keep in mind, you guys did all of this for 10 gold.
We were
As of
gonna
now, that was the-
we're gonna negotiate on a handshake after.
I can't handshake with the dead.
Shit. Yeah, that's true. Though either way would be dead, and you wouldn't have to pay us.
Yeah.
19.
You could be dead too.
That hits.
I'm also going to spell a charge on this. Okay, so I got 9, and I'm going to do a charge. Charge is 6. So poison damage.
Poison him. That means like long lasting, right?
Should have done that at the beginning.
And 3 more poison damage. Now I'm
He-
going to do it one more
He
time.
coughs up some blood and
I'ma
is
do it
on
one
both
more
knees,
time.
but still breathing.
One more swing.
Ah,
Point of inspiration. Not a natty.
Okay.
11.
11 misses.
Fuck.
Cinder, you see this firebolt launch at you, hits you square in the chest.
No counterspell again, guys. Sorry.
You're going to take 8 points of damage.
All right.
And that's his action. And then Cinder.
You see him teleport back to the plant and a surge of energy go off.
Not to the plant. No.
Scott's being a benevolent GM right now.
Yeah. As Grim reappears next to the plant, his skin morphs a little bit, almost metallic, as if he's built up a natural resistance.
Nice. Perfect.
Cinder, you're up.
Well,
Super benevolent GM.
I'm thinking that you're going to cast heat metal. So I think
Unless you kill him first.
I would like to age
You can see him coughing up blood. It doesn't look like it's going to take much to take him out.
Yeah, but I'm out of level 3 slots.
What do you got for level 2s?
Ray of Frost, probably, just because I also get the bonus hit until level 5. Yeah, that costs Ray of Frost.
Okay, give me a d20 plus 7 to see if you hit him.
20.
Nat.
No, 13
Oh.
plus 7.
Fuck.
How do you want to do it? It doesn't matter what you roll for damage, you will take him out.
Remember, he's your brother.
You just have him frozen, and then we can hog tie him. Or you can kill him.
We
Whatever.
can Han Solo him and bring him back to Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, put him back in the wall.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to give him the Han Solo treatment. He's going to be trapped in the carbide.
You hit him with a ray of frost. And given this is a third or fourth slowing down thing that's hit Grim, he becomes a statue, not able to move. And you guys are out of initiative.
Nice.
How do I get revived?
I will touch you.
You're still alive?
Yeah.
He's
All right, touch me.
Giving Short Sack a level 1 cure wounds.
I'm about to roll to see if I can backflip up.
What if I had, just out of curiosity, what if I had Ray of Frosted him instead?
I
So
rolled
kill
min. I rolled
everybody.
min life.
What's
So
that?
You get 7 back.
Oh, perfect. I can still breathe.
That's enough. All you need is 1.
I rolled 2
And
ones.
I backflip up for 17 plus 27.
Springing back to life.
All right.
On a mend. Little buddy.
Little buddy is back up. Short Stack's back up. And you have Grim frozen like a statue.
What about the plant? Can you bring her back?
Can I?
Yeah, can you?
Or let's just bring her back to the bar.
He's
Let's get some
clearly a
Mythor.
stronger magician than me. I don't know if I can counter that spell.
What if we just brought her back to the bar and let Miss Doris take care of it?
Okay, let's do that.
Maybe somebody over there will know a transfiguration spell or something.
Miss Doris might.
Yeah, she's pretty
powerful.
We saw
Perfect.
her explode somebody's head.
Rick saw her explode someone's head.
Yeah, but
And I
then
told
Rick
you
told
guys.
everyone.
You think your bartender's cool?
So you guys take the plant. I'm assuming you're going to have a little buddy or someone
Little buddy.
drag Grim with you guys. Are you going to tie him up, get ropes or some sort of restraints on him?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just gonna let him roam free, you know? He's not free. He's not defrosting anytime soon.
You guys head back to the pig, Grim in tow, and this potted plant. About halfway through, the potted plant transforms back to the female elf.
Halfway
everything-
through our journey
back to the pig.
Okay.
Yeah. So a couple blocks down,
Oh,
the
thank God.
the plant turns back into this female elf.
Okay.
It doesn't look to appear any sort of damage to her.
I feel like I have a lot
Anyway.
of questions about her time as a plant. Does she remember anything?
She just remembers wanting a lot of water. She feels very dehydrated right now.
I felt like we saw that beer of light.
Yeah.
To the watering hole.
You guys make it back to the pig with Grim in tow, and Mythoris is like, "It's not like you guys to take hostages. What's going on?"
No, we usually kill. You're right.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. You just want your brother dead, which I thought was weird.
There are some people you just can't save, no matter how much you
Oh.
try.
What about your parents? Do they give a shit?
No, they abandoned us as orphans when we were very young.
What about your orphan parents?
We didn't have them. We raised each other. Living on the mean streets.
How does that work?
How did
Living
you
on the
turn-
mean streets,
How did
you know?
you turn out to be better than your brother then, morally?
Because he had to do a lot of the darker things for us to survive.
Oh,
So he has a much more jaded view of the world and of people.
dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do we do with him now?
We hand him over to the authorities.
Okay.
He'll eventually break out like the Joker. We'll have to hunt him down again, but you know, he'll be okay for now.
Now that we're back, Can we at least get another round of beers?
I gotta settle the tab with you guys, so
Yeah.
at the very least, you guys deserve another round of beers.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Matthias goes, well, I just got this Wibby in. You guys interested in trying it?
Whippy seems to be going around the neighborhood.
The distributor's selling it hard, so yeah, I got it.
What do you got?
I have this. It's called Light Shine Hells.
Oh, hells yes. That's a terrible joke. That's a dad joke.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
funny. I laughed.
No, you didn't.
Ha, ha, ha.
So we are now enjoying Light Shine Helles Lager by Wibby. This comes in at 5.5%. This, to me, is a lot more what I'm expecting from a lager compared to
It's fruity.
our first beer. It is crisp. It is clean. Just hits all the right notes, really. Definitely a beer you could drink all day and probably be okay with. It's not heavy or anything like that.
Wow.
I'm going to give this an 18.
Yeah, second that. I was commenting earlier that Natty's like a beer that you could, Natural Light is like a beer you can drink on a mowing your lawn all day. This is that beer, but flavorful, hits the spot, all the right notes, and also could bring to any other occasion. It's delicious. It's not as clear as I would expect a Helles to be, which is interesting. I wonder if it's like our travel, bring this beer through our travels that change the clarity of it.
I think it's just the cold. It's pretty clear. It's just that
No,
it frosted the glass.
it's not frosting of the glass. It's something else.
Maybe.
Also an 18.
I really like this beer.
Anybody else getting like fruity?
Little
Yeah.
bit.
Taste?
A little bit of fruity.
Yeah.
Apricot? Nah.
It's delicious. I would give this like a 19 or even a 20.
There you go. All right, go ahead. Go for it, Ralph.
This might be one of my favorite beers I've ever had.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, peach. I
I'm
get
thinking
peach.
peach. It's got a nice soft aftertaste too.
Yeah.
It's not bitter.
Yeah. It's crisp, too.
Yeah.
Very crisp. I like this. Actually, this probably makes sense as to, if you like this, you probably like their Radler version of it.
Ooh.
Which, remember the Light Shine Radler? Which they made with,
Yeah.
I think it was lemon
Ooh.
or grapefruit.
Raspberry?
Oh, there was a raspberry one. And I think there was a lemon one too. Either way, they made a Radler version of it, and it was awesome. Just amazing. That beer was absolutely out of this world. But this is I think the second time we're having the regular Light Shine.
Yeah, I don't recall the regular one. I do recall the
It was
Radlers.
Well, the regular one we had at
Yeah.
the tap room.
Yeah. Which, funny story about the tap room when we were there. Across like 20 feet or more across the bar. No, it was more than that. It was like 60 feet their bar was.
It's big.
It was really big. And then at the other side of the corner of the bar
10 spaces.
where was this couple. It wasn't a couple at all. It was this guy, this
Big motorcycle dude.
big motorcycle dude, white beard, white hair, got the motorcycle hat on. He's like motorcycle hat hair. And then next to him was like
Motorcycle
clearly
babe.
a motorcycle babe. But they weren't sitting next to each other. They were both alone, separated by one seat.
Let's see.
But they were like
Yeah.
slightly further than one seat apart. So we were looking over and they're just both on their phones and it was super sad. And we asked the bartender if they had straws so that we can send them one beer with 2 straws. And they said that straws were banned in the greater Denver area. And we're like, but this is for love.
But the turtles. But the turtles.
Well, yeah, no, we understood that. We were like, if we could provide our own metal straw that could be reused, we would. 2 metal straws. And he looked over at them and he was like, holy shit, yeah.
He was like, I wish we had straws.
I wish we had straws. That thing about Wibby.
Yeah.
Every time I see Wibby, I see a motorcycle dude with his motorcycle chick behind him, and she was sitting right there, and they were just on their phones, like separately.
Yeah.
It's like they were part of a date and didn't realize that they were their date was sitting right next to them, and they didn't like look up to ask. They were just on their phones. And maybe the part of the story is that get off your phone and just look at the person next to you. You're gonna find your soulmate. But if we had straws. Anyway.
But
yeah,
if she was his motorcycle chick, or just a random motorcycle chick.
It was a random motorcycle
It was a
chick.
random motorcycle chick, we think, because they weren't talking to each other. They were several seats away.
At separate points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, that could be
We can
love.
post a picture with their faces blurred out, but
we can.
We took a picture of them because we were like, come on. Anyway, maybe that raises us to a 19 for me for that story, but it's a really good beer.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 19 as well. I really like this beer. I think the only thing that makes it not a 20 is I wish it was a slightly crisper, but that could be just me.
How do you achieve that crispness that you're looking for? I don't know enough about beer production.
If Cole was here, it'd be that Rocky Mountain water. But they have that.
Clean water.
Clean water, yeah.
No, it might actually be a slightly hoppier, actually.
The hoppiness would
make it a
help.
little drier.
Mm.
It's probably how you do it. And you could change up the malt bill slightly just to make it a little lighter. But honestly, this is a 19 out of 20. You're not going to get much better than this. This is fantastic. Both of these beers that we've had today are on par with everything we had in Germany and Munich.
That's fair.
I can't complain.
Delicious.
So I'm just going to go through it because people are throwing out multiple numbers. Eric, you're giving it a 19.
Correct.
Aaron, you said 18.
And then I changed it to a 19 after my story.
Are you giving it a 19?
Yeah, I'll give it a 19.
Okay. Ralph, you said 1920. Which one are you giving it?
I think I got to give it a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, I'm keeping my 18. Makes it a 19 out of 20.
Nice job, everybody.
He doesn't want to do math.
No, because if I gave it a 19, it just rounds up to a 20.
Yeah.
So it's not hard math. I'm going to hold with my 18. So you guys can say 19 out of 20.
All right. Nice
All right.
job. Nice job.
Shit,
Nice job,
this
everyone.
does taste like German beer. It's weird.
No, it's not weird. It was part of the...
No, it's weird that we had Wibby before Germany. And then we come back from Germany and we're drinking Wibby and we're like, this is Germany.
Yeah.
Now, Rick and Shortstack, did you guys settle up with Cinder? Are you guys all square?
So. Sure.
Are we set? I almost died.
Yeah,
How much gold do you have on you? Wait, can we fish the frozen gold out of your brother's pockets? And you can give us that.
Oh, that's a good call. He probably has a bunch from the magic show he hosted.
How much gold does your brother have on him? How much gold did your brother steal from other people?
91 gold pieces.
Oh.
All right, let's do it.
See?
We're taking that.
Do you want a percentage of that, or is it?
No, you guys did a lot. I think
I
you guys,
appreciate
you guys can cover that. How about I cover the beers that we drank and then we call it even? So I get like
sounds good.
6.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
You guys get 85 to split.
Hell yeah.
We don't pay attention to our money.
We try to, and then we always forget it. That's fine.
Now we
85 is
have.
good.
How much money do you guys have?
I think 80.
Don't worry about it.
Not a lot. They spent a ton of it at the Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
How much money you guys got? Well, counting the 85 you guys gave us.
85.
85. Minus the rent, we like continuously like, but Doris, we might owe you some rent, right?
Ralph, thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Yeah, this is fantastic. D&D is always a good
the
time.
box in front of you is a little gift from us.
This?
Yep.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got a glass. Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
The Purgatorious Pig Tavern glass with stickers and...
Well, thank you, Ralph, again for joining us today. Hope you had fun.
I had a fantastic time. Thank you, guys. This was such a blast.
I hope you like the beer.
It was delicious. Some of the best beer I've ever had. Like,
Whoa.
not even like joking.
Cool.
100%. Some of the best beer I've ever had.
Oh, you got to go to Wibby, right?
Apparently. Wibby, shout out to you guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of the Purgatorious Pig Tavern Podcast. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast from, and be sure to follow us on social media. Don't forget to visit our website, www.widgetywidgets.com, for more information and for our merchandise store. If you want more of what we do, please consider subscribing to our Patreon channel. We currently have 2 tiers. The first tier gets you a roundup and rating of all the beers we had during the episode that were not part of the review. The second tier will get you that and just the beer reviews from the episodes. If you found us through some of our non-D&D content, you can subscribe to this and get just the beer reviews. Sign-up bonuses for all paid tiers are in work, and new tiers are expected to be added soon. And as always, we appreciate any feedback from listeners, good or bad. Drop us a line via the contact page on our website or email us directly at thepurgatoriouspigtavern@gmail.com. Thanks again and cheers.